WWE Fastlane 2019 was a good pay-per-view. There's some decent matches, some matches I didn't care about, for some predictable shit. But let's start off with the kickoff show. New Day versus Nakamura and Rusev, which was it was Xavier Woods and Big E, and they picked up the win. Who gives a shit? Next match, Shane McMahon versus the Miz. Shane McMahon and the Miz versus the Usos. The Usos retained. Um, Miz's dad said go off the top rope, and Miz went off the top rope with a frog splash, knees to the stomach, and then I think a super kick. I don't really remember. And Usos retained the title, and then a match ends. Shane McMahon and the Miz. Shane McMahon raises his hand up because he's in Cleveland, and then Shane McMahon turns on the Miz. Um, this is great because the Miz is gonna stay a face, and we're gonna have a feud until Mania. Shane McMahon's gonna be a heel. Um, since 2016, we haven't seen Shane McMahon as a heel. No, and kind of a little bit of shades in the great crown jewel, but he wasn't a full blown heel. Now he's gonna be a heel. He's gonna be McMahon. It's gonna be classic Shane McMahon as a heel, but he's still gonna be jumping off top fucking buildings and shit. All right. SmackDown Women's Championship match: Mandy Rose versus Asuka. This is the only match that I got wrong. Um, I just wanted to get it was a predictable pay per view, but all right. So Asuka versus Mandy Rose, and Sonya Deville, she gets a kendo stick, and but there's like a piece of the banner on top of the ring. Mandy Rose trips, and Asuka retains the title, and then Mandy Rose is pissed at Sonya Deville. I don't know what's gonna happen with Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. The Bar versus Kofi Kingston. Vince McMahon said there was gonna be a triple threat for the championship. We'll get to there. So Vince McMahon said that it was gonna be right now, but Kofi got tricked, and it was a handicap match actually, and Kofi got his ass kicked. The Bar won, but the New Day came, beat up the Bar, and yeah, Kofi Kingston's gonna be probably feuding with McMahon or something. Raw Women's Championship match. Sasha and Bailey retain. Bailey pins Nia Jax. And then they beat him up after the match, and Beth Phoenix was a commentator. She came, she tried to defend Bailey and Sasha, and then Natalia came, but Tamina and Nia Jax, they won. So yeah, this is the crappy part. These matches weren't good, except the Miz, the tag team match, United States Championship match. I don't know. Is it between these four guys? But these four guys can make a fatal four way work. Our truth, Andrade, Rey Mysterio, Bubaka, and Samoa Joe. Those guys can make a fatal four way work. Um, I'm not gonna be surprised if it's like a ladder match for the U.S. title at Mania or something like that between those four guys. Because they made a good match, fatal four way. Samoa Joe retained, but I think it's gonna be Samoa Joe's gonna face someone big at Mania for the United States title, and Samoa Joe won this match again. Good job by Samoa Joe. Um, shit. Oh wait, no, it was a tag team championship match. I got this one wrong. Um, Flippy Doo, Ricochet, Aleister Black versus Chad Gable and the Glorious One, Bobby Roode, and the revival pick up the win. Um, Bobby Roode attacks the revival, and Ricochet does his flippy shit. I didn't care. Um, WWE Championship match. This was a good match. It wasn't Kofi. It was Mustafa Ali. Mustafa Ali came. It was a good triple threat. Daniel Bryan retained, pinning Mustafa Ali. Charlotte Flair versus Becky. They were selling Becky's knee injury and her arm injury and all of her fucking injuries. And at the end, Becky's going to Mania by disqualification. Obviously, keeping Charlotte strong because she didn't get pinned. Number one. Um, Number two, it's gonna be a triple threat at Mania, the main event, and it works out. But it was a predictable match anyway. So, the Shield versus the irrelevant tag team of Bobby Lashley, Drew McIntyre, and Baron Corbin. Um, on my notes, I just put Shield versus irrelevant. Um, it was the Shield's last match, and they were discussing how like Dean Ambrose is not coming back and shit. Um, Shield won with a triple power bomb to Corbin because Corbin's the worst wrestler out of all those five. And other than that, this is like a C show. The show was C plus, and that's it. That's my review.